Can I get some D space OOM spam in the chat? Highly necessary. The all-time record. 7. We're going for it today. Excuse me. It's a little bit of a slow start. I'm okay with that. All right. We got to take his gun. We got to. If we're going for it, we got to take his gun. We're going for it. We're taking his gun. It's unprecedented, that level of greed, but we're taking it. It's, if we take it, we have to have minimum 3 kills. Otherwise, Doom we may have to retire Doom. We're putting the Doom legacy on the line. If we display that kind of greed, go against all the id, Romeros, and Carmacks. Oh, Doom Run saved. Doom Run is still on the books. If we didn't get 3 kills, we would delete Doom Runs forever. We said we're going for the 7 kill run. 3 are in our back pocket. Hang tight, hang tight. I'm getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. I'm not enjoying the high midi. We're out of juice here. We're out of juice. Yo, yo. Where is everyone? We've approached Doom squared. Number 7 is on the table right now. There's 4. We got 4 bops. 3 away from the all-time record. 2 away from the all-time record. I said we're going, when we go for it, we go for it. There's no half measures around these parts. We can't get too aggressive though. We're out of juice here, we gotta save our juice. Anything that moves, we shoot it. Yeah. I mean, we can't go Doom 3. There can't be Doom to the 3rd power. It's unheard of. It's absolutely unheard of. What happens if we get to Doom 3? Oh, we got some. We got a live one, boys. We got a live one. Hang tight, hang tight, hang tight. How many is that? How many is that? How many is that? Is that 6? 6. One more, we tie the record. We're Doom 3. He's up there. Oh, the record! We tied the record! The record's tied. No! That's the reload! That's the record. That's the record! 8! We're out of bullets! No, we're 8's the record. Give me the pistol, give me the pistol, give me the pistol! Give me the pistol! Did we get that one? Is it 8 or 9? I don't know. Where did he go? Coward. I don't know if that's 8 or 9. Oh, pistol me! 9, let's go! Let's go! Obliterated the record. Who else wants some? What do we do now? There is no Doom 4. What do we do? We get out of here? I don't know. Oh, just when you think you got the Doom run figured out, you get B space, O space, P in the head. Can I get 999 spam in chat? There's a brand new Doom record. Can I get exclamation point Doom in chat? Record 9. What is the date today? Achieved at 11/28/18. I'm just telling you right now. Biologically, you can't take too many of those. You just can't take too many of those. Was that a figment of our imagination? No kills? It can't. Okay. Cut the music. I have an official statement from Nikita. He says it can't render kills of that magnitude. I understand. And it says, okay, it says we're still in the raid here. So does that mean the run continues? We broke Tarkov. It's never seen that sort of falutency. Something weird happened. I said we get about one Tarkov error a month, if I had to guess. Restart the game, Hacksaws. All right, I'll Alt F4 here. Yo, what if... You think we'll get a chance to restring it back out? Remember that door as well, the server was laggy. All right, this is a very serious question. Spam 1 in chat if that Doom record counted. Spam 2 in chat if it never existed. This is gonna be an official lore. I can't make that call. There's a lot of unification in chat going on right now. One 96.77% of the live viewing audience says it counted. We have video. There is video evidence. Okay. I don't think that could be a record. For the ballot box, that could be an absolute record. Alt F4 won't work. It'll stay in the raid. All right. So I guess it's just rip. What do we just pull them out then? Confirm the leave. All right. All right, hang tight. Let me see if Markstrom's ready here. What is going on with Tarky today? Is there issues with Tarkov today? I mean, look, I'm with you guys on that. 9 kills. I mean, 9 kills in that short amount of time. Nikita is unable to handle it. 100%. You can't handle it. User action required. No. Yo, Trader, thanks to 100 bits. Glad you found the stream. Keep doing you. Hey, I appreciate the acquiescence. Can I get some dang coin spam in the chat? They're doing a hot fix. Do I need to bail out? The scav raid broke. You gotta disconnect from it. Okay, fair enough. I'll tell you what, I've been hankering for some Tarky, man. I know it's... Nikita still hasn't coded that level of magnitude in the game. Do we just wait for this? Tarkov is canceled due to maintenance. Let's check the verification. They banned you because they assumed you cheated. Yo, don't joke about that. But yo, what is this? What is that? Is that a modded Taz? Let's see what happens here. That's a Mosin. Installation of hotfixes started. Servers will turn off and on. How long does that normally last for? I think we can get in. Let me see what Mark's doing. Is he gonna sit out or what's he doing? You hope someday Surso invades other worlds? Just you wait. Yeah, I think we're ready. All right, I think we're ready. I'm gonna call him on Disky. Thank you guys for being patient here. Yo, what's going on, man?
What is going on, brother?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I like your Discord image. That's nice.
You like it?
Yeah, dude. The man, the myth.
It's normally a picture of Urban Meyer, but I figured out of respect I'd change it for you.
I appreciate that. Thank you for thinking of me.
How's the audio levels? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
sounds
cool.
Good.
So what's going on, man? This is our first time ever playing Tarkov together, or anything for that matter.
Well overdue, dude. Overdue.
So
I'm excited.
I'm excited, but I'm a little nervous. Can I tell you why?
Please.
So I keep track of my Tarkov wins and losses because let's just say last season of Tarkov, I had like maybe 15 wins and 40 losses. Just to give you some perspective. I think this season we're like 17 and 10, but every raid counts. So I'm like, I feel like there's going to be some pressure on these runs. I don't want there to be, but there's going to be. I'm not going to deny it.
You're ready to sweat, though.
Yeah, I mean, we got to win, you know?
Listen, you've come to the right place, my friend.
Well,
I'm ready to get sweaty with it. I'm drinking an espresso right now. I'm getting tuned up. I'm getting torqued. I'm prepared.
So when you say like get sweaty, can you give me like the? I asked for a lot of things in a first grade explanation just because it helps me learn. How would you describe getting sweaty in a first grade explanation?
The full try hard, giving it your best effort, putting your best effort forward.
Like when you say full try hard, like are we talking like highly tactical call outs?
As far as it has, I think when you play with another person, it has more to do with chemistry than anything. Okay. Right? You got to start to get a feel for that. That's important. So I feel strongly. I think one of my best abilities is to adapt to another person's play style and make it work.
Okay.
So however you want to play, I think we can be successful.
So let me ask
you,
how do you adapt to a play style that, let's just call it subpar than the average Tarkov player? Like when you play with someone you're like, all right, I know I got to carry pretty hard. How do you adjust to that?
Well, my friend, I would say to try and alleviate the pressure from you. This is the thing. To have the self-awareness, right? To recognize the fact that, you know, maybe there's disparity in play level, right?
I mean, can I just, like, I'm pretty, you know, I like to be pretty fair. Can you just amend the statement and say, like, there is a gap in skill level? Like, you know, you won't hurt my feelings. But I like to, like,
listen. A team is only as good as they play together. You know what I mean? Okay. Like, there's no such thing as a one-man team. There is no I in team, Dan.
All
right.
I like.
We're in this together, and if we're not successful together, then we have failed.
Okay.
So I think we leave it at that. We focus on that, and we come out of these raids together.
I'm all about it. So Markstrom, throughout this, I just want to give you a little heads up. Throughout this, when we play together here, I may ask you some questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't feel obliged to answer any, but I've found that throughout history that the better you get to know a teammate, the more wins you come out with. So if I ask you like an off-the-wall question, like,
yeah,
don't take any offense.
I'm ready for him.
All right.
No, not at all. I'm ready for him.
All right.
I completely agree. Chemistry is everything. Let's do this.
Do you want to? Are you MARKSTROMTV in Tarkov?
That's a funny thing you say. No. Minji overheated. I'll just shoot you. I'll shoot you.
Excuse me? What?
Minji overheated?
What does that mean?
So I have like a pseudonym like of Minji. It is a long history family name, comes back many generations, and I use it anytime that I don't want to be targeted for the name Markstrom. So if I'm playing a game and I just don't want it out there, I go with Minji. And then as a meme, you know, we do a lot of things for memes in 2018.
Okay.
Last wipe, not this one, but last one, there was this whole thing where my headset was actually half unplugged for the first 3 days. And it happened at the exact time of the wipe. And I thought Battlestate ruined the audio in the game. Thought they ruined it. I was like, I was freaking out. I was complaining for days on end. Why did they do this? I can't figure out where any players are. I can't tell positions. I can't tell anything. Well, it was half unplugged the entire time. So I had audio. It's just I couldn't locate anything, right? So I called myself Minji Unplugged. This wipe, I dealt with nonstop overheating issues with my new PC, thus Minji Overheated. So that's where we're at.
Got it.
You're up to speed.
So I am, I'm getting, so in my chat, I'm getting some emotes that are saying like, Minji. What does Minji mean? I'm getting like mixed messages on my channel saying that it may have like dual or triplicate meanings.
Well, I think if you look deep enough into anything in life, everything has more than one meaning, then.
Okay. Well, what is it for you? Like, give me like the backstory lore behind who first called you Minji.
I believe it arose when I was playing Counter-Strike, as most loot things do. And it was a derivation from the South Park episode featuring Oprah.
Okay.
So I think that's about as far, in depth as I'm at liberty to say.
Got it. Okay, fair enough. So I don't watch South Park, but I've seen it like episodes, and so I'm guessing that it's probably like deep-seated lore. You know what I'm saying?
It is deep-seated, and truly it has come to encapsulate an alternate gaming personality for myself.
Okay.
Where I'm gaming, I'm sweating.
Gotcha.
And so, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Have you? So I Discorded you the map.
Beautiful. That sounds good.
And then, have you done any raids today?
So I played this morning, and they did not go well.
give me a little quick breakdown.
Just dying with no sounds, no gunshot, no nothing, just falling over. Heart attacks. We had some cardiovascular disease going on this morning.
Okay.
So there's that. In addition to that, just lack. My head wasn't in it. My heart wasn't in it this morning. I just wasn't necessarily feeling it. Okay. We were really pressing through tasks. So the PvP wasn't there. I just knew that I was going to save the good PvP for you.
Got you.
So,
I got it. Okay.
Right.
So,
yeah.
So I watched your stream, and like if you get like silent bopped, do you like full on rage, or are you just like how salty will you get?
I actually don't respond negatively almost ever.
Okay.
To dying like that. So.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, I see you. Oh my god. Wait, so do you have a Markstrom in the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have like I have like the reserved name, Markstrom, all that good stuff. But I don't really play my EOD account ever.
Why is that?
I love standard. I feel more rewarded by standard. I don't like skipping content to a certain extent, and I feel like EOD kind of just like boosts you past like quality content that's there otherwise. And I just put so many hours into the game, and I enjoy the process, right, of leveling through an account. I love doing the Punisher series. I love unlocking the Epsilon container from the alpha. I love saving up money so I can get an item case and feel good about that. So I no longer have to work the stash as hard, you know, the Tetris.
Gotcha.
It's all good stuff. So, I like that. I feel good about that. So that reward is kind of taken away on EOD.
Got you. So for you, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey.
All about the journey. All about the journey. And on top of that, I'm not afraid. So so on the regular, I do play a little bit differently. I'm not ever trying to get out of a raid.
Really?
That is never my intent. To extract is never my intent. If there's other players on the map, I'm on the hunt.
Oh my god.
Typically. But that doesn't mean that has to be today.
Wait, so like if we were to look at when we spawn in, is like your overall record indicative of that? Like a ton of kills, but not a lot of extract wins?
Yeah, I would say that probably my KD is probably pretty high, but my my survival rating is probably slow.
Okay. I got you. All right. So I don't want to, my thing is that I never want to change someone's play style, you know, because that's you got to do you. That's what's successful. But I need you to come here first and foremost. We got ourselves a little challenge here. All right.
Okay.
We don't have an official team yet, but if by the end of our raids, I come to you, yeah, put that on, please. By the end of our raids, if I come to you in a raid and drop a different color armband than white, then it's kind of like we earned our stripes, you know. But right now, we're like white belts in karate.
I'm a man of martial arts, so this works nicely. I'm right there with you.
All right. So I would prefer, and I don't know if you prefer, but I prefer you take the lead, just because you're better. So, but it would be nice. I'm about two things. I'm about greed looting and winning. Winning to me is an extract with a lot of loot. So we'll take it as we go. Fair enough. Yo, Markstrom. Did I lose him? Did I lose you? I can't hear him. Markstrom. I didn't mute him. Is he testing us?
Check one.
Yo, Mark.
Oh, whoa.
Yo.
Minor issue in comms there.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
I thought you were testing me.
My
like,
fault.
I thought you were like, hey, we went silent.
I have to keep an eye on that.
Okay. Did you hit a button?
So, for my push to talk, I use my foot. I don't know if you know.
Wait, excuse me? Toe to talk?
Big toe to talk.
Okay.
Factual. So
I've never heard of that.
My foot pedal, been on the fritz slightly. We had some recent issues during a marksman playdate. So
can I ask?
I'm hoping.
Can I ask you where did that come from?
Strike a genius. I believe it was a shower thought, if I'm not mistaken.
So it was
because
like...
I run a dual PC setup.
Yeah.
So my hands are on my gaming keyboard and mouse, right?
Yeah.
But my Discord runs through my streaming PC because that's where the beautiful audio is, right? For the stream, for the microphone and all that. So I have no way to input on that computer unless it's with the toe.
Oh, and you don't leave open comms?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I
Fair
do
enough. That makes sense. So do you wear do you have to wear shoes when you stream, or you socks?
Neither. I'm a barefoot man.
You're barefoot in the pedal? Isn't it metal?
Barefoot in the pedal. No, it's plastic. It's plastic. It's don't. It's not like a I wouldn't think of it like a guitar pedal. It's made for this, very much so.
It says toe to talk branded on there?
It says Olympus, but close enough.
Okay.
There's 4 buttons, in fact. I can get pretty wild with it.
So I'm not doing this to be memey. Like, is your right? I was gonna say right ankle. I was gonna call it your right foot wrist. Is your right ankle stronger than your left?
I wouldn't say it's the ankle. It's more the anterior tibialis on the right is definitely stronger than the left.
So
you know, like the front of the shin, like the drummer muscle. You know, if you're working a little double bass.
So you have a pretty interesting backstory, right? So can you tell me? I think I know a little bit about it, but weren't you studying to be a doctor?
I was.
So tell me,
once upon a time.
What happened? So like, what did you? How deep did you get into it?
So I went to University of Florida, go Gators. And please take your time, loot around, enjoy yourself. I'm gonna hold this down.
Okay.
And answer your question. So I went to University of Florida and I was doing biology major, pre-med track and all that good stuff. And I was taking some like history classes, and one of the history classes I took was with this guy who also taught Russian, and he was awesome. And I really enjoyed it. History's always been one of my favorite subjects. And so I thought, you know what, let me take some more class with this guy. Let me try taking a Russian class with this guy. This could be cool. Could be fun. Because I needed like a certain amount of like diversity credits, you know, like gen eds and stuff like that to fill out the rest of my credit hours. And I just ended up getting super deep on the Russian, and I really enjoyed it. And I just kept taking more of those classes, and it got to the point where I could double major. So I double majored.
Double major medical and Russian?
Biology and Russian, yeah.
Okay.
But like the bio had all the pre-med requisites. So
are you naturally
I did that.
Are you naturally academically gifted? Like, what'd you get on your ACT?
The ACT,
or SAT?
a 31.
Okay. For people that don't know the context, a 36 is a perfect score. So I'd say yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so, and then SAT, yeah, and then the SAT is like a 1320 or something. It's all right. I would say I have to work hard at it. I have to work hard at it. Okay. It's more an effort thing than anything else, which I'm also willing to put in.
Okay. So you're at a point in your life and you're like, okay, I'm gonna be a Russian doctor.
So the Russian was just like purely for me to keep me like kind of sane mentally, because I actually enjoyed it, and I would have been like super miserable only doing the bio because I hate it. Didn't enjoy it, you know, like 350 people per class, just miserable human beings around me who just like.
You're talking in bio classes.
In bio classes, yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, Russian classes is like 12 people in a closet just having a blast learning a foreign language and really enjoying like studying history and culture. That was awesome.
Okay. So you're enjoying one set of classes and you're not liking another set of classes.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So because I did 2 majors, I had to take the MCAT like well after my graduation. Because a lot of people they study and they take it during like their senior year so they can get into the cycle for medical school applications so that they would go right after, but I couldn't do that. So I basically had to take like a gap year to study for the MCAT and take the MCAT. And while I was doing that, I started streaming.
While you were studying for the MCAT?
Yeah, so I studied for the MCAT, I took the MCAT, and then I had like medical applications and all that crap.
Wait, how did
the application process,
how did you first find out about streaming?
So I've been watching broadcasts since Justin, Justin TV. So you know, online gaming and watching streams is something that has always been a major part of what I do, leisurely. So I knew the general gist of it. I watched a lot, and yeah, still some of those same broadcasts I watched way back then still around, which is a beautiful thing.
Like, who are some of the OGs you watched growing up?
Duck Sauce was a World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I remember. He doesn't stream anymore, right?
So he actually has been doing. He created a new channel recently called like Bushcraft something or other. Mm-hmm. I don't know. He's out in the wilderness with Adrian Curry doing all kinds of crazy things. So that's cool.
Cool.
And then Soda Poppin'. I used to watch way back in the day. A lot of WoW stuff. You know, I was real nerdy. Really enjoyed my MMOs.
Okay.
So, and Towley. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few, but those are some of the ones off the top of my head.
All right, so you're studying for the MCAT. You start streaming just for fun?
Yeah, so I guess it was post MCAT because I wasn't able to do any of this during like the study, but I finished my MCAT and then like the whole application process takes forever, like a really long amount of time.
Like what's some
to go through
context?
Primaries and secondaries, like a year, like
To
a
just
year
get a placement?
of yeah, to like apply because you have to do primaries and then you have to get through primaries and then you do secondary applications, which are incredibly involved, and then you have to do interviews. And then you go on all your interviews, and like there's like months of time in between each of these.
And this
stages.
is to get into med school?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you.
And meanwhile, I'm working full time in a biomedical research lab, doing like neurology studies.
Enjoyable or
So
not
doing, like,
enjoyable?
Loved the actual content. Loved challenging myself. Disliked working with other people significantly.
Okay, fair enough. No, self-aware.
Really disliked working with other people. Yeah, work ethic just not there for other people. Not the same, you know, quality, caliber, feelings towards doing a job right, and that was frustrating. Because I was like, the one with the bachelor's degree, they all had like PhDs, and I was doing all the work, and they were getting paid, and they were frustrating to work with. It was not ideal.
Okay, so
I believe this has been looted, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I hate to burst your bubble. You want to go gas station from here, or you want to go resort?
Let's go what I like to call Hospi, aka the health resort.
You got it. Let's roll.
All right, so you're applying for med schools at this time, or you're like, nah, I'm not even gonna apply?
No, I went through the whole process. I got interviews, which is a big deal. Interviews went well, and I was not immediately accepted, but I was offered like a 1-year biomedical master's program, acceptance into that, with like, assuming that you do all right, you have guaranteed acceptance into the med school.
Okay.
So like the path was set. But it was at that point that I got to basically come to the conclusion that I got to basically think about things for the first time, because to put in a context, I was grinding like 15-hour days for like 5 years.
At the lab, or just studying, or just everything?
Do everything,
Okay.
everything together, right? So part-time work, full-time work, studies, just really didn't get to assess the path that I was on because I didn't have time to even question it, if that makes sense.
Yep. No, you're in it, so you can't even.
I'm in it.
pop
So,
your head
and
off.
if you take the time to pop your head up and think, then yeah, you're hurting yourself doing it. So
Okay.
yeah, so that was the thing. So then I got to assess like what I actually wanted to do, and that became easier and easier and more clear how miserable I was for quite some time, especially as streaming was really starting to take off.
Okay.
So just came to the conclusion that I could do this at any point. You know what I mean? You can always go back to school. I have, 2 bachelor's degrees to fall back on. This is successful. I'm enjoying this. I'm passionate about this, and I can create my own business. And I already kind of know that I don't work well with other people. I know that that's going to be an issue, right? And I also don't want to be 500 grand in debt. And
Two very
I don't want to go to
self-aware
school
things.
for another 10 or 11 years. Right?
Yeah.
So it's 4 years med, 4 years residency, 2 years specialty. That's another 10 years. And I'm like, maybe, I'd say maybe like 6 years deep on a relationship with Alexandra.
6
who
years?
is now, yeah, at that time, well, maybe, yeah, roughly five to 6. And now it's 9.
So
But
let me ask you this: when you made that decision, you're like, all right, hey, like I'm gonna make a non-traditional decision. I'm not gonna be a doctor. I'm gonna full-time stream. I mean, I'm not gonna put you on blast, but what was her reaction?
very non-traditional decision.
How did she react to it?
You could imagine, my friend. I think so. It wasn't nearly as bad as one could assume. Mostly because we're a little looted here. A little late to the party, it seems. Okay, shots out that way, southeast. Her reaction was, you can go ahead and loot these little bad boys. They usually get sketched. I don't know.
Where's the
hello?
second floor?
They're inside. Second floor, I think.
Okay.
I'm looking at the drop down by the inside of this room.
There's one.
There we go.
Let's go. You think there's another one?
Could be.
Did you get tagged at all or no?
Pretty peeking. I got tagged up a little bit, but not too hard. It's looking okay.
All right, want me to poke in there or no?
Oh, I think we're good.
Okay, cool. So how did you tell her? Oh, let's go. Who got the bop? You got the kill. Nice. I'll take whatever scraps you don't get off that guy. So
no. Loot.
No, please.
No.
So what did how did you break it to her? Or
I think she very much so knew how miserable I was.
Okay.
Very much so. So that made it infinitely easier. Like it wasn't not only did I have like tangible results from broadcasting at that point, but because I was definitely making more. So part of what happened also is that for the biomedical research stuff, I was working full time in that lab, and the PI or primary investigator for the lab basically was halfway out the door to retirement, and he stopped writing grants. So we had grants from like Department of Defense and stuff like this because we were doing nerve grafting studies for peripheral nerve injuries from like IEDs and stuff. So that was really neat and rewarding to be a part of, but he stopped basically like acquiring money. So the lab basically shut down and he had to fire a bunch of PhDs and I got let go.
Okay.
And
so it made sense. It was like,
so it made sense. It was good timing for everything. And yeah, and at the time I was making more doing streaming than from the lab to begin with. I was incredibly fortunate and can't stress this enough. The amount of people who were so gung-ho about seeing basically me streaming succeed, like out of the first like 10 viewers that I had, could not have been surrounded by a better group. Wouldn't have happened any other way.
Well, you just had like a lot of love.
Lot of love. So, and just like, and they also were like the perfect core of people personality wise for creating a base of viewership that I want to be a part of and I want to hang out with every day. And they like helped shape and mold and bring in more similar like-minded people. So
before I got a follow-up question for you now, but hey, come back here. This is a very important moment in our duo history.
Yeah.
Can you come back to the body?
Absolutely.
And I don't feel that this is coincidence. On this body, and it's extremely rare, on this body, first off, it's a dog tag, because you got to take that. You got the kill. But on this body is a Jackie. A Jackie is a light wood SKS. It's one of the finest guns, if not the finest gun in the history of Tarkov.
You are preaching to the choir, brother. And if you don't think I am we have a mutual friend. Let's just call him. His name rhymes with Schmedley Schmob, and I've never heard of him. I've bestowed upon him the benefits of Jackie, and he continues to sell her and not take care of her. But I would, if you take care of Jackie, you're good with me. I'll treat her the way she deserves to be treated.
All right.
You can trust me on that.
All right, let's go. So nice kill, by the way. So all right, so you break it to your girlfriend, and was she like, yeah, let's do it? Was she kind of like, I mean, and this is one of those questions you'd be like, hey Dan, skip it because it's personal, but
no. This is good stuff. I like getting into this stuff. So I think there wasn't much of a discussion to be had. I think we both trust each other and have been with each other long enough to not really like. She knows me and she knows that I'm not gonna like do anything to like put anything at risk. And if I do pursue something, I'm gonna do it with 110%. And she trusts in that.
Cool. So she's supportive.
Very supportive.
That's awesome. All right, so
she didn't understand it. like she didn't understand broadcasting as a career at all. Had no idea. And really, I don't think any of it clicked until we went to our very first PAX East in Boston. And when that happened, everything, you know, everything started to come together.
Because it's real, and then she probably got to see people that in your community that you
I had, even though I only had maybe like 20, 30 viewers average at the time then, for my first PAX East, I had people like fly in from like Northern Ireland to come hang out. Like, and she was just like, holy shit, what?
That's awesome.
So that was really cool. That was really cool. Hold on, I'm a little gimpy here.
Okay. You need anything? I got a celly if you need it.
I am good.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, so then you make that decision. Are you like, did you have to break that decision to like any family or friends, or you just kind of do your own thing?
Yeah, so it was, I mean, I don't feel like I really had to like break the news to anybody. Oh, dead ahead, Scabby boy coming down the hall.
Was that player or was that
I believe it was AI.
Okay. So you didn't feel like you had to like say, hey, so and so, I'm not doing this anymore.
No, I think it was pretty much all up to me. I'm very fortunate. I have a very supportive family. They trust, you know, and I was supporting myself at the time. As long as I could support myself and, you know, do my thing, you know?
Cool.
And I think they felt more so comfortable because of the fact that, you know, I'd done all right in university, got a couple of degrees, did well. So, if I want to go back to that, I could. So I think that was a little, made everybody at ease.
That's cool. And then how long ago did you make that decision, roughly? Like, how long have you been full-time?
3.5 years.
Oh, wow. So it's been a while.
It's been a while.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah, in the words of Stain.
So you've been streaming for 3.5 years. What's like a huge takeaway you've learned from the experience?
Like community building is the only thing that matters.
What do you mean by that?
The only way to feel good and secure about doing this in any sense of like longevity is feeling really good about the people that you surround yourself with every day. So to elaborate, I'm trying to figure out where that guy is.
Yeah, I don't see him.
I don't see him either. I'm just gonna run the hallway.
Okay, I'm right behind you.
Yep.
So how do you do that? Or how have you taken action to do that? So
one of the best decisions that I ever made was being a little bit harder on my chat as far as like what I expect from them as people. Because I think it's like really easy to just like...
Let's go.
I think it's really easy to just accept the internet the way that it is, right? Like there's with the sense of like anonymity that exists, that's really easy to just like let it ride, you know? Like I can't control this person or what they do or what they say. It's the internet. People are going to do whatever and say whatever, right? I wasn't as willing to accept that, I don't think.
Why do you think you weren't you weren't going to accept it?
Because I think one of the main reasons I wanted to do this and create my own business is because I like to be in control to a certain extent, but also like choose who I surround myself with, like for my day-to-day happiness. And that's been big for me. So if that's out of my control and I don't feel like I have control over chat, because I see it happen a lot, right? I mean, that's a pretty common thing, I think, on Twitch, is chat kind of just does their thing, has a mind of their own. I mean, every broadcaster treats it differently, obviously. But I think that being able to be excited to wake up when you go to work and see those people and actually care about like what their days are like makes me a better broadcaster. It makes me more entertaining. It makes me care more. It makes me work harder on the day-to-day. And that's been a beautiful thing for my success, I think, so far while broadcasting. And I think that they appreciate that.
Nice kill. I got a great view of that.
The new ragdolls are beautiful. They really are good.
So like, okay, so I get it. So like, give me an example. So someone comes in your chat, and because let me ask this: how do you walk the line of like being enforceful of what's expected without turning away maybe someone brand new who could be?
It does happen. It absolutely happens. And either they're going to give me that shot or they're not. And I've come to accept it. And I would rather grow slower and lose out on those few for the sake of acquiring the quality over the quantity.
Yo, I didn't, you know, like, I didn't know, but we have like a lot in common. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like, yeah, like that's how I feel about it too. Is like, I don't know. It's like you can stream, but like, and entertain people, which I think is cool. But I don't know. To me, it feels like it can be more than that, if that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely. And I don't know. I feel like without a sense of connection with your community, big numbers can very easily be fleeting, and before you know it, you may not have a community because you didn't like work on building one. Foundation is crucial.
Well,
and I would, yeah, east somewhere, north side. There he is.
That's how you take care of Jackie.
Jackie's at ammo, unfortunately.
You need some?
You have a little.
Yeah, here's
something.
If I drop a 60 stack, will you be able to find it in the grass?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm not looting.
It's Sonoma on Sonoma, 2 drop.
What? Did you find it?
2 drop right now.
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
It's right here.
All right, so let me ask you this. So like on a, like physical is about the only word I can think of, but on like a day-to-day level, like what are some little things or things that you make sure you do to help protect your community?
It's a good question. I always try and have a good attitude. That's number one. Gotta try and have a good attitude, even if Tarky's not treating us well.
What do you mean by try to have a good attitude?
It's really, I mean, it's just easier as a human being to succumb to being negative about things, especially when like there's an entire internet culture basically that, you hear that? Oh, that's you. Okay. Spooked me. Sorry.
No problem.
Spooked me good there. You got any good keys? You got any good keys for the... I didn't ask. Should have asked.
I have 0.
Okay. Okay. I don't have many either. Not for the health resort. You got any good loot spots in here that don't require the key?
No, I just kind of like
meander.
Yeah, the only place I always check, I check at Cleo's roof or Cleo's building. I'll check Pigman ear. That's pretty much my only go-to spot.
Okay. I see.
But that's on the other side.
Yeah.
You wanna? I mean, I'm at the point now, on this raid where like I'm smelling the W.
Okay.
Could I?
Wait, let's start.
Yeah.
Let's absolutely start waltzing that way.
So all right. So you say you maintain a good attitude, and you feel like that kind of leads the rest of the discussion.
All right. Too far. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely part of it. I have a great supporting cast. This is very much so not a one-man show. Everyone plays a part in the community. The moderators are really fantastic, but I think to float my own boat a little bit, they're well picked, I think. They do a really good job, and
I lost you. Did you go left
really?
or right? Sorry.
I am directly straight out.
Okay, cool.
I just like to focus on having a good time. That's really what matters most. Enjoying yourself, because I think one of the best benefits of Twitch is being able to just like not only Twitch, but like extrapolate it to video games in general, is to be able to kind of leave all of the crap that happens in life kind of at the doorstep when you check into a channel. You know what I mean? And to have like an enjoyable community where you feel like you can be yourself, because that's not always as easy for some people to do in person as well. and Twitch adds that dynamic in addition to the dynamic of so many different cultures and different kinds of people who have different perspectives on life and have experienced different things to be able to come together and share that with one another. You know what I mean? That's super unique. I don't know of any other platforms really that do it in the same way.
Got it. Okay. So like, so when you went into this, like, have you made, like, what do you think is one of the biggest mistakes you made that you've learned from in a positive way, like throughout the past 3.5 years?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. So one of the biggest mistakes that I've learned from.
Or just like, what are some mistakes you've made on Twitch? You're like, I shouldn't have done that, or like I did it and I learned this from it. Cause like I'm gonna just throw this out there. I'm gonna guess day one you didn't turn the stream on and you weren't like successful right out the box.
No, not at all. It was there's definitely like a growth process that happens. Like I didn't have the same broadcasting skills that I have now. You know, my ability to play games and simultaneously interact and not have any kind of like issue there. I don't know. I would say as far as like a mistake, I think, well, people in my chat are saying that I played DayZ for too long. However, at the same time, you know, I basically wrapped that up the minute that I was partnered on Twitch, and I kind of had to stick with it at that point because I was in my push, you know.
You're like pot committed.
Definitely hot committed.
Okay. So then you got partnered, and then you're like, okay. But like at that point, didn't you have like a community that was used to watching DayZ?
Okay. Yeah, so that's one of the absolute scariest things, hands down, as a broadcaster, is like the hard switch on main games. Like if you're a main game broadcaster, if you're not pure variety, then switching your main game is definitely, it's the biggest gamble you can make.
Oh.
The MP7 sounds good, doesn't it? It's a good.
Oh, did you hear someone running? No. Okay. So yes, let me ask you. So what did you start out like? What was the first game you ever streamed on Twitch?
Fallout New Vegas.
How did that go? Did you play it like front to back, or did you?
I did. I played it front to back, and I also did it modded. And the reason was because everyone from university had kind of moved on, and I was still in the same, like, I didn't have, like, my boys to play games with anymore. I really was craving, like, a couch co-op kind of experience, and I wanted people to experience the game with. And I thought, you know what? I watch Twitch all the time. Like, I'll just try and give this a whirl, see if anyone comes and watches and hangs out while I play it. And they did.
Really?
And that was great.
Do you remember like the first people there?
I do. Yeah. So I don't remember the names of the people who came in during Fallout New Vegas. Cause eventually, like once I beat the game, like it was that was done. But they did come like consistently and watch me play the game. And that was really cool. They also helped me set up the mods because I'd never played with like Nexus Mod Manager or anything like that. Yeah. This could be fresh. This could be a nice little nest egg right at the end of the raid here.
Okay. I'm packing a mag real quick.
Yeah.
Reload. So they kind of walked you through the process and.
Yeah, they walked me through the process, and that was great. That was really nice of them. So, also like OBS stuff, like I didn't really know. So people helped me with that. So that was cool. And eventually, once that was beat, I started DayZ standalone because it just come out. Well, it had come out a while ago, and I've been playing it, but I thought I want to stream this because that was basically most of what I was watching on Twitch at the time. Come on in. The water's fine.
You think it's safe in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
So then you went from like Fallout to DayZ, and I'm guessing you said you played DayZ for a very long time.
All the way through partnership, yeah. So I played. I think I got partnered in maybe like a year and a half.
Okay.
About a year and a half. So, and I had to, at the time, had to hold like 180-ish average a stream.
Okay.
And a lot of support from the man, the myth, the Schmedley Schmob, I believe is you.
Yeah. How did you, let me ask this, how did you meet Deadly?
Through DayZ. We had a lot of the same viewership at a certain point. A lot of people wanted to see us together. We hung out in each other's chats. We enjoyed each other's content. And finally, we played together because he was more of an inland player, which was like explore the wilderness and travel a lot. It was a very different play style than mine, which was stay very coastal. If you're familiar with that game, where a lot of like the PvP would occur, more like it was a bit more of a cluster on the coast, and but it was fun. And so what we would do is we'd do days with each other, and we would get to show our communities different kinds of content as a result.
Like, so he would kind of, he would get you used to the wilderness.
He would come coastal, and I would go inland. Yeah, it was great.
Do you remember how you
so
first
we started
like,
doing that weekly?
Connected though?
Not exactly. No, not exactly. I would say it was just like kind of organically happened.
Okay.
DayZ community was very tight knit at that point. Very tight knit. I mean, they still are, but everyone kind of knew everybody. We also knew P-Bro from back then, who is a member of the Marksman stream team.
Cool, cool.
So go back.
Did you leave the building?
I'm just right outside the complex, right out the front door to your right.
Outside the gate?
In this corner. Yeah, there's a little scabby boy towards this western edge. Somewhere.
All right, cool. So then you went from DayZ, and then you said you got partnered. Then what happened next?
I had met Brendan, or Player Unknown, through Brian Hicks.
You met him?
At one of my earliest PAXs.
Did you call him Brendan, or did you call him Player Unknown?
Well, he was Player Unknown, but he wasn't. Basically Brian introduced him as Brendan, and he introduced me as Markstrom.
Okay.
I guess.
Did you know that he was Player Unknown, or are you just like, hey, this is Brendan?
I knew. So I played Arma mods, right? So I played like the BRs. I knew like Battle Royale was his. I knew that he was the guy for like Arma 3 BR, and that was cool. But like at the time, like, you know, he's just a modder, right? It's nowhere near the level of success that he's at today's day and age. Like if you meet him at this point, it's like you're kind of in awe, but it wasn't like that back then, because he was standing there and he says, hey, he's like, oh, you play, you know, the BR? He's like, you want to see something secret that I'm working on right now? I'm actually living in Korea and you can't tell anybody and you can't share this information, but let me show you a couple of screenshots for this game and let me get your thoughts on it. And I was like, okay. So I'm looking on this dude's phone at these like different like character models and stuff like that. And he's explaining how the game's gonna work. At this point, like he did also, I knew he was employed by H1 to do like King of the Kill. So he had a big part in that, but I knew he was working on his own project and all this stuff. And then come the next year, little did I know that, you know, PUBG was going to absolutely dominate PAX. Like they were the main attraction of PAX East the next year.
When you saw those,
it was really cool to see.
When you saw those first screenshots, do you remember what you thought? Were you like, oh, it looks like another mod or another game? Or were you like,
no, I thought that it was going to be actually tight because I knew that it was actually going to be a platform made, because I loved Arma 3 BR and I thought BRs definitely had potential, but I always thought they were super arcadey and they needed to be one that was like more of a hardcore experience, right?
Yeah.
One that felt more so like Arma or DayZ, but without the jankiness. And I thought if they're building that from the ground up, that's going to be sick. And yeah, it ended up being pretty damn good. So I jumped right on board with PUBG as a result of like kind of being in on it and kind of knowing about it. Like I was in the alpha and the beta and one of the testers, and I was like one of the first like PUBG partners and all that. So then I went hard on that for like 6 to 8 months. That was my main game. So
Okay. And then during that time, like
before we get out here,
yeah.
I believe I was promised some sort of promotion.
Oh, wait. So, I mean, it's going to be multiple.
Oh my.
Yeah. So we start with the whites. Maybe we get another win. Maybe we, maybe,
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
All right. So, okay, cool. So you moved to PUBG and like, how would you categorize yourself as a PUBG player? Like, did you win a lot, like moderate amount more than most?
Yeah, I was always fighting for like top 10 NA.
Okay.
Like when we were going hard.
So
I almost did the whole like I was like pursued by a couple of organizations, and I'm super glad that I didn't get into it. There would have been some bad decisions, I think.
Because why, you'd be quadrupling down on one game?
So that's a massive thing. Also, esports in general, or playing PUBG in general, was the community killer of community killers. That's a mistake. Getting involved in a hyper competitive game for me and the kind of cast that I am, that's a great answer to your question. Is that's a massive mistake.
Because
and
you're
going
so
super deep as I did on it. I'm so competitive. I absolutely am focused on winning. If I'm focused on winning, I'm ignoring chat, and that's just like not what I pride myself on as a broadcaster. Like I enjoy chat way more than I enjoy games 99.9% of the time. So, it doesn't mesh. It doesn't mesh. Competitive games and me, that's a big lesson that I learned.
So speaking of that, can we take like 3? Cause I'm the same way. But like when I play duos, like, I
just ignored my chat for that entire raid.
No, but that's
Absolutely.
what I mean. Let's get geared up. I'm gonna mute and then like
Cool.
we'll do another one in like a couple minutes.
Got it. We'll get back in the interview.
Yeah. Yo, chat, thank you guys so much for dialing in. I saw a lot of new people come in, a lot of new subscribers. Deadly Slob with the big host. Thank you guys. When I do duos, especially like this is Markstrom and I's first time playing, so I like to like get to know him. And I'm gonna say I'm not surprised, but definitely interested to learn that we have way more in common. That's like he described, and if you guys have been around the community, he described a lot of how I view streaming as. It's not about like just some person playing a game. It's about the community and to me it's cool because I don't know. I don't really have those kind of conversations a lot. So it's cool, and I think it's cool that it's like a form of like a PUBG type interview. But I want to thank the people that I missed. I apologize. Deadly Slob, appreciate the host, man. I know he's probably gone. But if you're the D&E Nation, can you please spam D space N space E in the chat? Yo, Optical Static, have a good one, man. Have a good day at work. I appreciate you dialing in. Daddy Cash down the gold chain red shirt for 3 consecutive months. Gotta get some dang champ spam in the chat for Daddy Cash. Appreciate it coming over from the D&E. It's me, Elise, Don in the gold chain. I'm sorry. It's Emma, Elise, Don in the gold chain red shirt. Every time I saw she came in and then left. I appreciate it. Brand new subscriber. It's Emma Lease, 100% invented the first car lease. Welcome. Broken Wretch for the 2121. Broken Wretch, I'm going to tell you right now, when I saw that message come up, I'm like, light bulb. So, I'm going to Broken Wretch, I'm going to have this, the audio editor, clip this into a podcast feed. It's not going to be an episode, but I'm going to put it on the podcast feed, Broken Wretch. I saw that, I'm like, that's a genius idea. Let's do it. But thank you for the 2121. Can I get some dang coin spam in the chat? I appreciate it. Let's go. Dan, you have some good mods. I would like to ask you to give them a shout out or a thank you. We have great mods, the best mods. Steve's Dynamite down in the gold chain red shirt for 18 consecutive months. Says, let's proceed a year and a half. Can I get some dang champ spam in the chat? Thank you so much for the 18x combo. Steve's Dynamite, I appreciate it. Thanks for dialing in. Means a lot. And Yokai Buster plays. Don in the red shirt, sterling silver chain, 990 carat. Sterling silver chain says half a year, dang packs. Yokai, thank you so much for your acquiescence and your left and right hooks. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys for dialing in. I will say, I think this has been the most active mod day in the history of mod days. We're fortunate that we don't get a lot of that troll stuff.
Cool.
But this has been the first time I've seen it. Like, I can't think of the past 2 or 3 years we've ever had anything like that. But the mods are doing an awesome job. Andrew X Cormier 902 down in the gold chain red shirt for the very first time, courtesy of Jeff Beasy! Exclamation point prime spam in the chat. Andrew Cormier 100% invented Courvoisier. If you're under the age of 21, it's all right. Thank you so much for the support. I am spawned down in the gold chain red shirt for the very first time. Sorry, Jam spawned. James Pwned 100% started the career of James Blunt, the singer. Welcome to the Champs and Chains of the chat. Thank you so much for the support. And speaking of left and right hooks, last night Meow Zebra dropped in Team Unity Tuesday, dropped a right hook +1 of the pack counter. And not to be right hooked out of his mind, Yokai Buster Plays throws a left hook. Is Zane the editor here? Zane the editor.
Let's go.
Yokai Buster Plays gifting out a 5-pack of Submarinos to Mang, Pit Vipers, Fire, Texas Toast 78, and Sleepy Hollow. Can I get some dang pack spam in the chat? Can I lower the Markstrom voice by 20% in the Discord? Yes. Why, yes, I can. Why, yes. Yes, I can. 20%. I'll take him down from 100 to 71. Yo, thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate it. We got +2 in the pack counter for the end of the show. We got a lot of T-Facts. I just want to get re-geared up here very quickly. We don't have much to re-gear up. And then, yo, we're not going to spend 20 on that, though. Are you kidding me? We got a lot of stuff. Like, we got a bunch of masks. And it was good. That was a good one. So we got this. That's a little bit overkill, but we'll bring a stack of High Society. I think we must have yeeted a couple mags, huh? It's all right. So we got 2 mags. We got plenty of bullets. Good to go. Armor, face mask. One more thing. Let's put in our back pocket. What color should be in Markstrom be? What color? Yellow? That's why you insure those mags. Yellow. Okay, we'll go yellow belt. I'll buy 2 of those bad boys. You know what? I don't want to reveal it yet. All right, let me see if he's ready. Let's top those off. So we got plenty of G Hills. Everything else good to go. Yo, Markstrom, you there? Should be good to go now. Let's see if Markstrom's there now.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yo, all right. That was a good map. That was a good first run for us.
That was a good first run. Okay.
Where are you feeling on this one?
Whatever you choose, my friend. I'm good for any. So I'm looking to replenish my stash after this morning, so I'm looking for success on all of them.
Okay.
And nothing in particular.
So if we're looking for, what do you feel is the best stash loader for you? Shoreline is like if you're low, Shoreline's definitely the stuff, but you have to have the keys really to for the juice to be worth the squeeze to really go through it, fine tooth comb. Okay.
Honestly, like outside of Shoreline, it's just wherever there's some PvP because bodies are the best loot.
Yeah.
My philosophy.
So my only concern is the pacing. Like, so Shoreline, I felt like it was good pacing. I think we pick it up a little bit. I think if we go customs, I mean, it could be like just craziness. You think interchange is a good middle?
That's a happy medium. I do. Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Cool.
in.
All right. I am in. Chat says have Markstrom teach you interchange. Yeah, I don't know interchange too well.
Okay.
All right.
We can do that.
All right, let's do this. Cool. All right, so where we last left off, we were talking about. So, did you make a conscious effort when those PUBG like offers or interests came in? Were you like seriously considering it?
Yeah, I was, because it came with some benefits, and it was like, you know, it was an interesting opportunity, something that I hadn't been exposed to before. Unfortunately, a lot of those like smaller, none of them were like, it wasn't TSM, and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't Fnatic coming in with like the things at the time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Had it been, maybe it would have been worth. I think that like played out well for some of my friends at the time. Mm-hmm. Like Vis, if you're familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was my duos partner for like alpha and beta. Like he's my man. He comes from the Arma 3 BR, and yeah, TSM signing was like huge for him. Like that was really awesome. Granted, he made it all happen for himself. He had an awesome like toe-to-toe like few days in a row against like Summit for like top spot, and that was like right at the height of everything. And yeah, that was huge. That was really cool to watch. But yeah, it was just like there were lesser orgs, and a lot of them looked to take advantage. Unfortunately, definitely buyers beware for anyone interested in esports in general. Unless it's a top org, it's 99 times out of 100 not worth it. So
let me ask this: what are your thoughts on the current state of BR?
I think that Blackout did a good job at keeping something like fun and fast paced and different for people who don't like playing Fortnite. Like, cause that's, you know, cause that Fortnite does that and they do it great. But I understand that just like the vibe and overall look of Fortnite is not for everybody. Oh.
We've gone from white to yellow belts.
Nice.
So do
I
you
get to skip the tiger belts? No tiger belts? That's good.
So do you feel like there's any like, is there any BR that could draw you in, or you think there's any void in the BR space that something you think that could be done really well? Or
I am very interested to see what Battlefield 5 BR is going to be like. Very interested. Having enjoyed Battlefield 5 tremendously at this point, I think 4-man squad based Battlefield 5 BR could be really neat. So we'll see. We'll see.
I haven't played 5 yet. What do you like about 5?
The gunplay is probably one of the smoothest, most rewarding gunplay experiences in any shooter out right now.
Is it in line with Tarkov?
It is not as deep. It's not as deep, but for its lack of depth, it makes up for it with just how smooth it is. It's incredibly smooth. And headshots, oh, damn the headshots. They just feel so good. They feel so good. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, that engine that they're on is next level. Frostbite engine, and the physics behind everything.
Yo, you heard that
just
shot?
Premium.
Did
you want to hunt that outside of the thing? We could do that if you want.
How's the vehicle play in Battlefield?
Honestly, I've almost exclusively stuck to infantry.
Okay.
A lot of the times what I'll do for Battlefield games is I will infantry until I'm bored, and then I start doing vehicles, and it's like basically I'm playing a whole new game at that point.
So you save it until when you kind of like burn
I kind of save it. Yeah. Which is fun.
And this comes from a place of ignorance. Is it out, or is it like in a beta, or?
Battlefield 5 is full release.
Okay. That was that a couple weeks ago?
But only as of... So it came out like piecemeal, basically in stages. Full release was like maybe a week and a half ago, roughly. So
okay, so it's not that.
Behind.
Yeah, I felt like there's some kind of like... I'm like, is it out? Is it not out? I didn't fully understand.
Depended on whether you pre-ordered, whether or not you had Origin access, you know, blah, blah, blah. At Origin Access Premium. There's like 4 different release dates. So yeah, it was very convoluted.
Okay. Do you, how often do you stream that?
It has been almost it's basically been my go-to as of late for after Tarkov. It's a fun community game. We played a lot of Battlefield 4 as a community as well. Upon the announcement of Battlefield 5,
behind to your left behind this. Yeah, that other side. He was
inside or outside.
Nice. That was a scab, right? Yeah.
Oh, that is a PMC.
That was a PMC?
I believe. Is it not? Sure is.
Oh, you got him. He's dressed like a scab. Did you get him?
I don't know.
You got him. That's your tag, my dude. Yeah, so I don't know the spawns too well on this map. So I'm guessing we just passed by one.
Every spawn is basically just around the edges, and they're just like maybe like 100 meters away from each other, pretty much around the entire perimeter.
So what's your general, like, how you go about building your stream? Like, Tarkov primarily, and then you switch halfway through, or how did you...
It depends. I think if I can... It depends on the state of the game. So if I can stomach Tarkov when we're having a good time, I don't really find any reason to switch. It also potentially allows for some... Like, the longer you play Tarkov, the more potential for good YouTube content can come from that as well, which is something that I'm focusing on right now or trying to work on.
Yeah, I saw your YouTube. It's, like, blown up. It's doing really well. That's awesome, man.
We're working on it. So that's been cool. I think, you know, it's a great way to funnel more organic growth into your brand, for sure, which I've neglected completely over the last 3.5 years. So
did Deadly, like, strongly nudge you?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's so good at it, man. He's so good at at doing that. Yeah, because you know, I watch like your stuff from afar, and you know, people that I'm into, you know, I'll watch your stuff. But I saw like you had a Scum video about mechs, maybe that was like insanity.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
Yeah, Scum was really good to me, because like that was something that I studied like long in advance, like almost like 2 years out. I was talking to that dev team. I knew that it was going to be up my alley. I wish the launch had gone a little bit better for both of our sakes. That would have been nice. But I still think like with the addition of some more content, it could be popular again, or at least somewhat popular. But yeah, just like jumping on those games at release, knowing what you're talking about, figuring it out, and putting out daily YouTube content is like that's a play and a half right there. That's the good stuff. So that was really good to me. And
in your mind, in a non-judgmental way, what do you feel like Scum's missing to kind of put it all together, or what need to further develop?
So content outside of what has already been experienced by everybody in DayZ standalone, because what they do right now is basically a lot of what has already been experienced in a lot of these other open world survival games. However, and they do it better. They do it better than all these other games, right? But it's not different. So there's only so much that's like, it's only worth playing through so many times. So they need to add something that like really sets it apart. Base building and vehicles is something that they're almost done with, quote unquote. And that would be massive if they can do that and provide like a really fun experience. Any kind of like end game, long-term longevity, a reason to keep playing beyond like building a fire and surviving would be big. So.
And you're talking like persistent base building.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that kind of thing would be really nice, I think. So.
And then isn't that in DayZ? Is like persistent date or no?
So they just added some sort of persistent base building, but it is extremely janky.
Let me see. Why do you think H1Z1?
Let's jump in here real quick.
Didn't, because like hold on. You heard that?
Yep.
Because H1Z1 had that. I'm not talking BR King of the Kill. I'm talking like the original. Yeah. Why do you think that
Survival.
failed?
Oh, Dan, I got a little something for you.
Where are you at?
No way, man.
No. How did you find that there? That's all you, my dude.
If you think that I'm taking the gold chain from Van Giesling, you are out of your mind.
Do you know they spawn?
You are out of your mind.
Is that like
It is.
Like every time?
Welcome. Not every time. There is a possibility though. There are players outside though, so tuck it away.
Thank you very
Somewhere
much.
safe.
That's, I mean, so now we've just entered a rare, we're in a gold chain win condition, meaning that if we're able to extract successfully, it's a gold chain win condition.
I like it. There are players out
Okay, I'll dial. I'm dial.
across the way towards Kiba. I do believe.
Are we gonna push or are we gonna hunker down?
I'm just eyeballing. Kiba door is open. Confirm. We should
I've never been
slow
inside
walk
Kiva.
cross.
Okay.
Slow walk cross. We're gonna get into brutal if we can, which is the shop right here in the corner.
Where's Kiba? It's to the left.
It is, yes.
Okay.
It's to the left across the way. We hear running towards us, I believe. ADSing, just this little full crouch.
Oh.
Wait for it.
Oh. Light him up?
Wait for
Yes
it.
or no?
Wait for it.
Yo, you slid.
Reloading.
You slid.
One more.
You slid. You know you slid.
I know.
I didn't know you could.
Right here, hard right.
Okay, I'm down.
Hard
I'm
right.
quiet. I'm quiet.
I'm playing a weird, wonky angle here, and I like it. So there's a reload bug that's happening, or a looting bug, because we killed him while he was looting, or like entering or exiting it here.
Are we just holding right now? Oh, you hear steps?
That was me. That was me.
That's you.
Come
No,
to
no,
the
no.
next.
It's behind us on the stairs.
Scav. You can take it. I'll hold for the player. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm a little confused. I don't want to shoot the wrong person.
All good. All good. All right, I'm with you. Where you at?
Okay.
You're here? This
Yeah,
way?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, you're good.
All right, so we got the
Yeah, I
other
went up
player.
The escalator. You're good.
Okay.
There's another player here, out this way to our right.
Okay. I'll just keep an eye on the back for the scav.
What I want you to do, come here.
Yeah.
Right here. I want you to be right here. Play that hole right
Okay.
there. You hold that. You let me know if anyone comes through.
Do we think?
And by let me know, I mean shoot them in the face.
Okay.
I'm going all the way down and around. I'm going full loot. If
You're
we see
looping?
each other again, I'm looping. If we see each other again, Dan, that's a good sign.
That's a pretty aggressive strat.
I'm a pretty aggressive guy, Dan.
The solo rap? Yo. I don't hear your footsteps.
Soon.
I think I hear the guy looting.
See, that's the bug. That's
Okay.
the bug.
Okay, all right.
Because he was deep in those pockets when we lit him up. Deep in those pockets. Legend has it that his ghost will loot forever.
I was waiting for a good moment to do it.
Nailed it.
All right.
You should have heard the text to speech. DP.
All right. What's your percentage of certainty that there's another guy?
100.
Okay.
It's just where he is right now. He shot at that guy when we shot at that guy. So he was a third party.
Okay.
Are you familiar that down the hall on your right, there's a ramp
Okay.
that goes down into the parking garage?
Okay.
And then also on that corner is the hot spot, the generic store. So I've just cleared the ramp. I'm back behind the ramp right now, and I'm going to peek into generic. And if we're clear there, then we'll reunite.
Okay. So I should still be watching the hole.
We're still watching the hole. I just need to make sure that he couldn't escape that way.
No, that bug is like, I just feel like someone's being there really greedy and just Tetrising and just taking their time over there. Yo, where did you get these tactical strats at? Like, cause that would be like I probably would have rushed out and then looted. But you're like, hey, you got this angle. I'm gonna do a full loop. If I don't hear anything, we're good to go. Like, where does that come from?
Daisy.
Was that you
All
running?
applicable. Yeah, on wood. Okay. And now I stopped.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Full aggressive clear. You're going to see me.
I need a countdown so I can confirm
Just a moment. 3, 2, 1. Shazam.
He's done it. All right, get your juice. That's what we came for.
We're here.
All right, you loot. I'll cover. And by cover, I mean I'm gonna stand in front of you, so I'll get shot.
I would say you're gonna want to look this way.
Okay. Explain the juice to us while you're picking through it. What is
Juice is a term popularized by the man, the myth.
Oh no.
Cotton Gaming.
I meant like what specifically?
Oh,
what kind of juice are you getting?
Oh, we are looking at the juiciest juice. We have a Gen 4 body armor.
Nice. Is that with
an extra 6B.
with the lower Regins cover? Or is that no lower?
It
Regins
is.
cover? Okay. Okay.
There is lower Regins cover.
Okay.
We have not one, but count them 2 Jackies.
Let's go.
I repeat, 2 Jackies.
Oh, you hear that? Where do you?
I do. I'm taking 1 Jackie. The other Jackie is yours, as is the helmet. And anything else that you may come across there.
You're not
Just
worried
checking
about
the
those
plastic
shots?
I have in PP. Not at the moment.
Okay. Thank you for the Jackie.
You got it. There's a lot of ammo inside of one of those scab BPs for Jackie as well.
Man, how fun is Tetris?
It's pretty darn good. It is satisfying.
I'm just fired up. You know why I like Tarkov besides like the obvious? It's just there's nothing else like it. Like, what could you tell me is like
nothing
Tarkov?
else.
You know?
Nothing. It is quite when you really break it down, it is literally gambling. Because you have to decide what you're going to bring in. What are you willing to put on the line? Are you going to come up with a big win? Or are you going to hit the whammy?
Oh, I never thought about it that way, but I don't think I've ever heard a truer statement about Tarkov in my entire life.
And that is why it's addictive.
Yo, you didn't look at this guy's backpack?
I checked 1 backpack.
I feel like I shouldn't take this.
What
There's
do
a
you got
Vulcan.
there?
A Vulcan?
Ooh. All you?
No.
I'm almost full. I'm almost full over here. My pitcher is full of juice, my friend.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely. I just double checked it. Can confirm.
Okay.
Footstep, front left.
All right, I'm looting. Should I stop?
You're good. Keep looting. I got you.
I like how
Could've
aware
been a
you are
scab.
that we're gambling.
Yes. Actually, I could be a player. You're clear for now.
All right. I got so much juice I could open a Tropicana. Let's get out of here.
Beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna show you one more thing here.
Okay.
We're gonna go front right here. We can run.
Yo, isn't that store you told me, Kiba? Isn't it like just loaded with pineapple?
Loaded.
And you have to have an expensive key to get in there, right?
You do. So this is another secret spot. So this is outside of the Gashan,
Okay.
right? This is the Goshan. The Gashan is this store in front of us with those registers. It's right in the middle. It's the red one. Across the hall in this little catty corner building, all the way in the back. All the way back here. Bit of a maze. right here. These white shelves, also potential gold chain. Or Bitcoin.
Nikita is a sneaky
He's
man.
sneaky. He's very sneaky. I fear you underestimate his sneakiness.
Oh my gosh.
No, right all up in there. So you gotta check it.
All right. What's your nickname for this area? Do you have like if you were to call it out, or how do you call it? Just gold chain spawn.
Yeah, I would definitely reference it by the spawn.
All right. So what's our danger level right now?
I mean, at this point in the raid, we're looking at 20 minutes deep, roughly, and we're not really hearing too much else. We saw at least 3 or 4. Okay, it just rose by about 35%.
Okay.
That's in the idea, right at the entrance of the idea.
How do you know that? Because I don't doubt you for 1 second that you know that's exactly where it is.
It could also be underneath. That is a potential, but it's more likely up top. So you can tell the direction of it, right? And you can also hear how loud it is. So based on those 2 factors, you have a general idea how far and in what direction. And then if you know the map really well, you can pretty much place any shot necessarily, especially if it's like in one of those zones that's a hot zone and it's just extremely likely.
Okay.
So it doesn't necessarily mean there's a PMC right there.
We fall back, or what are we doing?
Good. Yep, you're good. Fall back. That's bad. I'm down.
All right, what do I do?
So he's gonna come straight out. I would just sit completely still and wait for him to get on my body. Just get somewhere sneaky. Somewhere sneaky where you can see my body and just wait for him to leave. He does not necessarily know there's 2.
Chat. Can I get triple dot silent spam in the chat? Will I be able to hear him? I don't have eyes on you, but I'm really close. Would I be able to hear him loot?
You will. Yeah, you're close.
I think he's playing the waiting game. What do you want me to get off your body?
Nothing in particular. It's not that big of a deal.
Should I peek? Markstrom, should I peek?
I would slow walk. I'd slow walk as best as you can to try and get into position where, yeah, you're in a really good spot and you can hear it when it happens. So I would literally just wait. He will go for it eventually. Because also the pathing is really in your favor. There's no way that he can path to like come up back behind you or anything that makes any sense whatsoever.
Okay. And you deploy this kind of patience regularly?
Yeah, I mean, audio cues are arguably the majority of what makes me win.
He's creeping. He's creeping. He's creeping. He's creeping. He's creeping.
That's him going prone.
Okay. Is he just waiting me out? We want to wait for him to get greedy, right? And then I bop him?
You want to hear the loot sound.
Yo, my heart rate increased 3x. Yo, I'm just going to wait for you to give me the go.
It's interesting that there's more shots now. It's probably going to hold him up.
We need to hear the zipper sound.
If you can not make noise, I would peek now. He's reloading.
Got him. Let's go.
Got him. Get back inside. There's one more. There's one more dead ahead.
I panicked.
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Get out of there. You're good.
Leave? What about your MP5-7?
No, don't leave. What you're gonna do is you're gonna, wrap dead ahead, and you're gonna get behind the escalator. See that escalator down at the end of the hall?
To my
you're gonna
left?
play back behind it. So all the way at the end, it's on your left.
Okay.
Get into the store on the right though, and play inside of one of those stores where you can see beyond the escalator. You're gonna play that cross.
Got it.
Because that player inside of the idea is gonna move towards where that loot is, where those bodies are down.
Okay. So you think there's one more?
There is. I actually saw him. I saw his face.
On my screen, you saw his face?
Yes. So I'd move even further into that corner. You want a direct line of sight right on the right side of that escalator down. Right in between those mannequins in your home sweet home. And I'd chill right there for a minute.
Right here? And then what am I looking towards that golden light?
So your vision is a little bit too obstructed by the glass there. You could even play it off the off angle to the front left behind the mannequins.
Like up here?
Yeah. I just chill right behind those mannequins and then you don't have to deal with the glass.
How did you see him? I didn't see. I mean, you're seeing him on a delayed stream, and I can't even see him. Was he super far? Or was he close?
He was in the idea, so he's like behind the registers, and his little head just popped up.
For me? Oh no. Oh, okay, you're saying before.
As you were de-scoping after killing the guy prone.
Got it. So right now, am I looking left of the staircase or right of the staircase?
Right.
Okay.
He's gonna cross from right to left at some point. Yeah, you got a nice angle.
So, in terms of being tactical, where would you rate me just sprinting and going to getting that gun off your body and then leaving?
The thing is he didn't have a helmet on.
Okay.
So to me, that says that he is a player scav, probably, or he is a very lightly geared player, and he may not be too zealous. He may not go for this and grabbing the juice and getting out. May not be an awful play, but you'd have to do it quick. You can't diddle the bodies for too long.
All right. So let me make space then. So what do I want?
Yeah,
what do you want? What do you
I
want
would
me to
say
bring?
the MP7 is definitely worth.
Okay.
I mean that's a juice play.
And then I can. How many Tetris do I need for it?
I think if you fold it, it's a 2x3.
2x3.
It is not folded currently though.
Okay. I got a spot.
Those contacts are probably not value for a 2x2. It's about 10,000 rubles. So like, yeah, 2,500 rubles a slot is not the bang for the buck.
So what should I chuck it and what do you want me to take your helmet?
I did the contacts. Yeah. Helmets are definitely, yeah, if you can fit that, yeah, that'd be perfect.
All right. Oh, did you see that?
I did, right at the corner. So he did cross right to left, and so he's right at the far side of the techno. I would actually creep up the way, not the way you came, but I would press forward towards the escalator, and I would wrap the right side of the escalator and look left.
Walk or slow? Fast or slow?
I don't know how far he was. He may have heard what you just did there.
I couldn't get over the ledge. Walk ass.
Yeah, he's in there. He could be in the one beyond, though. You know what I mean? I don't think he's actually in the techno next to you.
Okay. Go.
You're gonna set this up nicely. I trust.
Daddy. Tell me when.
Yep.
I don't
now
see
wait. Wait. Just wait. Don't walk. Crouch. Ah.
I was standing there like a fig Newton.
It was an NT, my man. It was a very NT.
Yo.
You had a head lined up. You had more patience, and you had another head lined up. That's good.
Yo,
that's the stuff right
I appreciate the coach and the headset coming over. Like, who's your favorite college
I was ready,
team?
dude.
Not Ohio
Gators.
State. Who do you like?
The Gators?
Like Jim McElwain.
No.
You don't like
Not
Jim McElwain?
No. I do
What?
not
Chomp
like Jim
chomp.
McElwain. No. Jim McElwain does not coach for the Gators anymore after many failed seasons.
So, what if I told you I worked?
Dan Mullen.
Yeah.
Dan Mullen's the guy.
I worked about 16 hours a day for 2 straight years, side by side with Jim McElwain.
Did you?
Yeah, he's a lad. He's like big time character. Like, you knew he was gonna be a head coach, but I didn't know he was gonna be like Florida.
So what a
level
Gators head
coach.
coach is no joke. That's a fact.
Well, I saw
That's
what
hilarious. I had no idea.
Yeah, I saw what Tebow said about it. He's like, hey, that seat, you know, it crumbles some people, you know? Not that it crumbled
does.
them, but it's like, it's not an easy job.
It's probably one of the hardest head coaching positions in college football because it's the expectation is national championship or you fail.
So let me ask you, like, knowing that and knowing what Urban brought to the Gators, you don't like him because he left, or you don't like him because of the circumstances in which he left?
the circumstances in which he left. It's a character thing.
Got it.
Yeah.
Because he basically said he was like,
right.
he was done.
Said he was done.
Okay.
Said he was done and then instantly took an opportunity.
Hell hath no fury, like a Gators fan scorned.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to do one more?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Let's go. We'll go. You want to go customs and get a little bit of spice here?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. All right, I'm gonna catch up with chat, and then what kind of gear are you gonna bring in?
I'm bringing in Jackie.
Okay, fair enough. All right, cool. I will give me like 2 minutes to get geared up, and I'll hit you.
You got it.
All right. Yo, Bear Taffy, appreciate the host. If you're coming in from the bear pile, B space, A space, E space, R spam in the chat. I definitely 100% blew that. We had the jump on him. We had great coaching. It was just definitely a lot of freezing. Little bit of lack of insight, lack of dialing in, lack of insight. I mean, I didn't know what I was looking at. I was just, it's an L. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's the thing about, like, that's Tarkov, man. You're going to have those moments where you're not going to get those moments in any other game, in my opinion. Not right now, at least. All right. Let's, yo, we had a lot of good stuff, didn't we? That was probably, maybe minimum 200K worth of stuff. Sorry, I don't mean to trigger anyone with our organization. I really don't. Guys, I'm really not. I'm not trying to do that. Oh, let's go. All right, so we got another. We lost a Jackie, but we gained a Jackie, so we're net Jackie, not positive, but we're net Jackie even. Yimmy T Don in the gold chain red shirt for the very first time, courtesy of Jeff Beasy, exclamation point prime spam in the chat. Thank you so much for the support. Yimmy T 100% invented the character Jiminy Cricket. We're in the presence of Walt Disney's Jiminy Cricket, Walt Disney greatness. I appreciate the support. Can I get some dang champ spam in the chat? Yo, Brett Landowski, that's a great idea. We may have to do that. I'm just looking for a free mag so we don't have to buy them because they're expensive. I don't think we have any though. Can I get some B space, R space, E space, T spam in chat for that great idea? We're gonna have to buy a couple here. We've never done a duo Duke before, but we can. I'm about that life right now. We're gonna go customs. Customs is gonna be a little spicy here, but I'm okay with that. Should we bring a PSO though, or is this good enough? We'll rely on Markstrom to carry. All right, so we got this. We got a PK. We need a few more ballots, huh? We'll buy another 20 stack. I'd say, so what's our overall record? We added 1 loss and 1 win. So I'm okay with that. If we go 500 with Markstrom, I'm down. I feel like that's going 500 with Markstrom, but our Galaxy brain, our brain is expanding on a Tarkov level, on a different level. I think we're good. And I think we're gonna red armbands. That scope on the Jackie is glitched. Don't use it. Okay. So I'm guessing we need to what scope should we buy? Functional mods, gear mods. Hey. There is no mods. We can't buy a PSO, huh? We can buy a PSO icon. Oh, okay, we can buy a Scopo. That's a bargain. Alright, so we'll go super zooms then. There we go, boys. We're in this. I'd like to put something on top. I don't know how to do that, though. Alright, so we got a couple mags. Yo,
Ready when you are, my dude.
Yo, you there? Yo, Markstrom, you there? Yo, Markstrom.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I am good to go. We're going custies, right? I don't know if I got Markstrom or not.
I'm with you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got you.
So, I don't know if you're at liberty to say.
Yeah.
But what were you working on with Mr. McElwain?
Oh, so back in the day, I was going into college coaching, so I volunteered for the college I went to at Michigan State. And
right.
So like I started out as kind of like running copies and stuff, and then they brought me on as a graduate assistant coach, and I did like I worked side by side with him. He used to run Michigan State special teams and wide receivers, so I it was crazy, man. It's like a lot of the staff there, but him being one of them, you know, he spent like 15, 16 hours a day with these guys, and then
that's cool.
You know, he was a really nice guy. I mean, like he just kind of had that vibe that he was going to be a head coach. But I just didn't know it was going to be on that kind of scene, you know, because that's like one of the biggest 3 seats in college football.
Absolutely.
Wait, so the Gators, are they 8-5, 8-4?
3.
8,
9-3.
9-3. They lost to Bama.
9-3.
Georgia.
No Bama.
Nope.
We didn't play Bama. Kentucky. First time in 36 years or something.
Yeah, Kentucky pulled out this year. You can't be.
It was our first. It was our second game of the season. You know, entirely new coaching staff, and it was just our first SEC game. And yeah, they came to play, and we didn't.
Hey,
so that was.
Hold on a second.
That was one. Ooh. Oh. Oh snap.
Sometimes it's not about the wins and losses; it's about how you play the game.
Absolutely.
Yo, someone in chat told me that scope is bugged. Is that not accurate?
No.
Okay.
This is probably one of the so a lot of the times people look at like anecdotal evidence when they examine Tarkov, right? They'll say, a specific scope, a specific weapon, a specific ammo type, a specific armor is bugged, when in reality, it's bigger, overarching problems that make it apply to many different things, right? So
you're like, oh, my computer doesn't work, and you're like, nah, there's something wrong with the user. Is that kind of what you're saying?
yeah, to an extent. It's more like, nah, it's them being like, my computer doesn't work because I can't see the screen, when in reality the screen's not plugged in. And it's not the computer's fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's all about combinations a lot of the time. So if you find a combination that is well dialed in for you, that you feel good about, right? That is ranged well, that is, you know, a good combo that you have success with, then you need to stick with it. That's the takeaway. Down. Low.
Scab or player?
Player, I think. There's no reason a Scav would have tracers. So I think that's somebody using BT over there. Unless it's like Scav bodyguard, like Scab boss bodyguard, which I don't think it is. Let's actually push all the way underneath here.
Okay, I'm behind you.
Go. I'm gonna take you. Probably take a lot of first aids.
So this is one map that I feel like A+ confidence in terms of locations.
Oh, yeah?
But
Nice. That's good.
But I also know this is like the spiciest map right now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, that's not Nikita, is it? Who's this? I always call that Nikita Kappa on that billboard.
Oh, shotgun up top.
Oh, I see him. I got tagged. I'm okay though.
Gone.
That's
I'd
not
like to
Nikita,
kill.
right? Oh, there's another one right there.
Another one?
Got him. You see that picture? That's not Nikita, right?
No. On the billboard?
Yeah, that's Nikita Kappa.
Let me take a look.
Alright.
I can tell you if it's Nikita. I'll be honest. I pass these billboards all the time. I never look at them. That is not Nikita. No. Can confirm. Not the guy.
Ooh. Who do you think that guy is?
That's a good question. I feel like he's yours to name.
Cool. I just call him Nikita Kappa.
I like it.
Because then
respect
people
the
spam
call.
Kappa in chat, which is, you know,
Right.
it works.
It's fair.
Cool. I lost you. Are you under Nikita Kappa?
I'm right next to you, to your right, down the road at the checkpoint. They were across the way.
Yo, Conda
On the other
Terry
side of
9. I don't know how
Southland
many
Bridge
that
here.
is, but after this
I'd
raid,
either
I'll
like
give you
to
your proper
post up
daps.
and
Gonna
wait
get
for
some
that
thank
dude,
packs, spam in the chat.
or-
Truly appreciate it.
Or push forward. It is up to you.
Sorry, can you say the option one again?
Post up and wait for him, or just basically hold this land bridge, see if he crosses for a minute. Because I don't want him coming up behind us.
Yeah, whatever you
But
feels
if he's
better.
gonna come up behind us, then we gotta like go quicker. That's all. And I don't like being pressured. You know, I like taking my time. I want to feel comfortable. I want to feel like I control the map. You know.
Yeah. Yo, Chad, how many is that? Cool.
I think State had a big basketball game last night. I want to say.
Yeah, they lost to Louisville in overtime.
Oh no!
Hey,
You hate to see it.
hang on one sec. My chat's going berserk. Hang on. Yo, Conda Terry with the 25 pack of Submarinos. We're gonna add a plus special pack in the card shop. In the end, stick around till the end.
Cool.
It'll be a special 25 for loot and pack, and I get a minimum 25x. We got the 25x sub pack in the chat arena. Thank you guys. Thanks.
Cool.
Conda Terry 9, thank you so much. I appreciate it. After this raid, we're gonna dap you up. All right, you there?
Man,
All right, sorry about that.
all good.
Are you more of football or basketball?
Football.
Okay. And
But
Gators.
I enjoy all sports. It doesn't really matter.
Cool.
I enjoy competition. So
Gators. Do you have an NFL team, or pretty much college is your deal?
I actually don't have an NFL team. from Florida. Didn't root for the Dolphins, so didn't really have any loyalties there. I enjoy watching NFL, but doesn't always float my boat.
Without
college is definitely more exciting for me, I think.
Without self-doxing yourself, and I don't. I gotta teach you some real lore about this map here.
Yeah.
So see that red face right there on the wall?
I see it.
That's Cuphead, aka Cuppers. So whenever we do it, we have to bend the knee to Cuppers, and then oh! The reason we got shot is so we didn't bend the knee to Cuppers. Was that the sniper? All right. So we walk by, we bend the knee to Cuppers, and then chat has to spam capital C, and it gives us good luck for the raid. All right. There's a lot of deep lore in this map.
I respect it. You have to respect the lore.
All right. What area of Florida did you grow up?
South Florida.
Okay, so like kind of Miami area.
Yeah, I mean, I could frequent Miami if I wanted to.
But I'm not trying to put you on blast, but you live on the East Coast now, right?
I do.
Okay.
So, well, I moved from Florida 6 months ago to North Carolina. First time out of Florida, 27 years.
Oh.
Yep, there's a couple.
There's a daddy. You got the one. Nice. Ooh.
There's players outside the wall here. Careful.
Okay.
Get inside the complex, actually.
Are we gonna go tower? Or is tower?
Yeah. Tower's nice.
Let's make sure I bop this guy. Yo, he disappeared. I think there's a scab on the loose. Just a heads up.
Okay. I'm eyeballing.
Yeah, he was last seen that way. I saw his head pop up right where you were.
Oh, yeah, I killed that one.
Okay. All right, I hear those slight steps outside the wall.
Do you? Okay.
Should we, I don't want to poke my head up.
Yep. He's on the building, the hut that has the roof on it. He's on it.
With the sandbags on it?
Yes, I believe.
All right, I'm just going to chill because I don't
Yep, you're
have
good.
a great visual.
Down the hall. Down
Watch
the L, where we came from. And
They're
we're
behind you. I got him.
Good job. There's one more. Get safe. Get inside the tower.
Let's go.
There's one down where we came from at the L, at the edge by the blue shipping container. C-can. Good save. Thank you, sir.
So if we're coming away from Cuppers to the right?
Correct.
Okay.
He's right at that corner. But he's going to wrap back. Hold that way, or keep an eye down that way where we came.
The tunnel where we came from?
Yep.
Or
Yep.
right of
Down.
Cuppers?
Hold to the right of Cuppers, if you're looking at
Okay,
Cuppers.
yeah. I'm looking at the pocket watch door. Does that make sense, or you need me to translate?
It does.
Okay.
But don't look there. Look
Okay.
down the alleyway.
Towards
The
Cuppers.
alleyway. Towards Cuppers,
Okay.
correct.
All right. Is that you?
You're good. You actually don't have to look that way anymore. He's out this way.
Okay. Which is this way?
So towards the bridge.
Okay.
I'm coming back in the wall.
Okay. I'm just in the sniper tower.
Yep. We're good. We can either have him push us or we can hold. I don't think he's gonna come this way because he knows I had his number there.
You had his number, his zip code, and his social security.
I did. Almost lined it up.
Honestly, that's probably that kill. Oh, he's got a nice Veps. Was probably the only time I've ever saved someone in Tarkov.
That's primo.
And the only reason I did is because you weren't even you weren't engaged in another fight. Were they working together?
The reason is because of the chemistry that we formed.
Yo, you're not lying. Did your guy have any juice?
I did not down mine. Mine is still on the loose.
Okay.
My juice is on the loose right now.
I thought you got a guy at the end of Cuppers.
I did not kill him. He pushed out, and then I wrapped.
Oh,
and yeah, I threw a couple of shots at him. but he is on the loose. The juice is on the loose.
All right. Are we gonna get out of here? What do you want to do here?
Yeah, I think we'll choose to re-engage at another time. Let's push this way.
Man, I haven't played duos in a while. This game is like, it's good solo and it's really good duo. It's good every way you cut it up.
It is. It's a different experience altogether.
Yeah.
Let's cross back that way. See if we can hold for that dude.
We're going towards the ice cream shop.
We are.
Okay. You know, so more deep lore. Anytime you have a Jackie, regardless of the situation, you always got to take her to the ice cream shop. And you just got to give her a choice. She prefers Rocky Road, but she'll be okay with Moose Tracks.
Okay.
Like it's
You want a
anti.
little MSTV learning Russian with MSTV?
Yeah, please.
Ice cream in Russian. Мороженое.
Morozhin. You sound like you're the actual voice. Morozhinoye.
Nailed it, dude.
Are you fluent?
If you want to treat Jackie to a little culture, once upon a time, I lived in Moscow for a couple of months, and I was pretty fluent.
What did you do in Moscow, or can you not tell me?
I studied at Moscow State University.
Can I get K-Kona spam in the chat? We've been infiltrated.
Says the red shirt wearing, the gold chain donning.
What was that experience? Oh. No. Where was he?
Near the front of the bridge, I believe.
Oh.
Towards the. Did you go down?
Yeah, I was looking at that dead body.
There's 2 dead bodies, but I thought one was a living man prone, and I believe it was just a dead body.
So I want to introduce you to a little bit higher, maybe a little bit beaten off the trail lore. So whenever I wrap up Tarkov on the show, we always end with something called, have you ever heard of the game Duke Nukem?
Of course.
All right, so if you're open to it, and I don't want to force your hand, because I mean it's voluntary. I'm gonna send you a link to some well, it's not royalty free, but you can play it. So basically, I play you don't have to do it, but I play the Duke Nukem music, and I end on a scab run in factory, and we literally just shoot everything in our sight, and you can't stop running.
That sounds wonderful.
Would you be down to do that?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
So, and currently the record is on it, because you never extract on a Duke run. You just
Sure.
you let the chips lie where they may. But the record is 4 kills.
Okay.
So
Regardless, PMC Scav dropping 4 bodies.
4 bodies is the Duke record, which I'm sure for you could probably knock out in a second. Wait, can we team up as Scavs?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna say that we're probably gonna set a duo record, but at the same time, I'm trying not to show any hubris or overconfidence.
Sure. Understandably
Because
so.
I've had Duke runs last about like literally 3 seconds.
Of course. Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
It happens to the best of us.
Yo, what chat? What is going on? Hold on one sec.
Let's go.
Conditary. Conditary 9.
Let's
Another 25 pack of Submarinos. Still, we're gonna give you your due diligence, but you're gonna have a decision to make.
go.
I hope you're ready to make a decision. You're gonna have a tough decision to make.
Let's
But thank you so much for the support. Can I get some dang pack spam in the chat? I'd like to get a minimum 25x acquiescence.
go.
Thank you so much for the support. I truly appreciate it. Yo, you there?
I am.
Okay, cool. All right, so
Let's go.
once you see the... Are you going to play the music or no?
How could I not?
All right. Well, I didn't, like, I just,
Let's
so
go.
basically... Do you
One
have the...
day,
Yeah.
in the future, I'm gonna take you through. I'm gonna show you all of our lore
Please.
and on our kind. You know, we'll walk on our side of the street.
Please, I'm all for
All right.
any lore, because all the lore that Nikita makes is fake. So we determine the real lore.
Absolutely. Player-driven lore.
All right, so now, I mean, I'm not going to throw it out there, but, I mean, do you think we can beat the Duke record of 4 kills?
Let's go.
I think there's potential. There's always potential.
Yo, was
You just
was I not muted during that call out?
You were not, but
I'm sorry, man.
I was excited. I was excited for you. 25 stacker,
Oh.
you know? That's something.
All right,
Here we go.
are we close? How do we find each other?
I'm underneath tunnels.
I'm not in tunnels. All right, I'm hitting Duke.
Okay.
We got to go. Look, we just don't shoot each other. Let's go.
What are you wearing? Are you wearing anything? Do you have anything on?
I got a white hat on, but shoot everything that moves, and
I
let's
have
hope
no
we go.
hat. All right.
I'll meet you
All
in
right,
death row.
here we
Meet
go.
me in death row. Meet me in death row. I got one. I got one. Call
I don't
him
know
out.
where that is.
Death row is where the safe is.
Yeah, I know where that is. I know where that is. Okay.
I'm running down death row. Did you just go in death row?
Nope.
Oh,
I got one.
I got two. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's
Meet
go,
me in
let's
death
go,
row.
let's
Meet me in
go.
death row. Meet me in death
Oh,
row.
I just got clapped in the back. Legged. I'm coming up death row right now.
Which side? What side?
Far side. Extract side.
Okay. I'm
I need
coming.
a bandage.
Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Yo, get this Jackie. There's a Jackie or something on him.
I'm going in. Hold on.
Okay.
I got a bandage.
We gotta keep moving. No, you can't. You gotta keep running.
Oh, I can't bandage
Meet
at all.
me in bathroom. No, you can. You can. What happened?
I died for it.
Hold on. I'm gonna get him on bop. How many bops you got? One bop? Oh. Oh. How many bops did you have? Mark, how many bops did you have?
Let's go.
I think he's muted.
No, I'm reflecting on what I just experienced.
Did you have one bop?
Go.
I did have one.
Okay, so just like you taught me the ways of the tactical nature in interchange, and I got dropped.
Let's go.
I feel like I learned a lot, and I feel like for your first ever Duke run, I mean, some may say you just earned a platinum trophy for that one.
Let's
You,
go.
but I could sense a little bit of like distraught in your voice, but Duke is a different way to play the game.
Absolutely. I was unaware I couldn't bandage.
I
I
mean,
knew I had to keep moving. I didn't know I couldn't bandage though.
oh, okay. Well, that's on me.
Noted.
That's on the coach
Noted.
for not.
I got it now. Listen,
Go.
next Duke is on lock. Don't fret. Whenever that time may come.
Yo, man, thanks so much for playing Tarkov. I had a lot of fun, and I was telling Chat when
it
you
was
were
great.
muted that I'm not surprised, but we have like a super lot in common in how we approach things, you know, and that was awesome, man. But can you shout out like when you go live and stuff so my community knows when to dial in to watch it?
Sure. Absolutely. I stream every day of the week other than Saturday, starting at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. So I am an early bird. We
Yo.
are out there.
Yo,
So
what time do you shut her down at night? Like what time you go to bed? Do you get up at be stream ready at 6:30?
So I get up at 5 and I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm trying to lay in bed by 9
Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get up at
So-
5. What's your morning routine?
Wake up, run, shower,
Am I talking to myself?
answer
right now?
emails, and then start up stream.
How far do you
And-
run in the mornings?
Not far.
Like how far?
Like 2 miles. max,
What?
really.
I think you're me in an alternate dimension, one where there's like tactical and intelligent play.
It's just a little something. You need it.
Yeah.
You need it. It's just a little something to get the juices flowing, get your brain right. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna wrap up stream right around 3:30. Depend. Stream ending is flexible. Then you hit the gym. You come home. You make a YouTube video. And then Alexander comes home. We have dinner. We hang out. Spend some time together. Go to sleep.
Wait, you work out twice a day?
Potentially. I like to run in the morning and get that done, and then I just maybe lift a little bit in the afternoon.
Wow.
It is. I'm not the most consistent person in the world. Oftentimes it can and will take a backseat towards work if I
Yeah.
need it to.
Yeah, no doubt. Well,
Yeah,
man, I had a lot of fun, man. Thanks so much for doing up, and we got to do it again soon.
please share your schedule with my community as well.
Yeah.
I know that they had a wonderful time listening to the musical stylings of Dan Geeson.
Yeah, I go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 1 p.m. Eastern, and we always start the show out with about half the show, about an hour and a half to 2 hours of Tarkov. And as you can maybe have picked up, you know, I have a lot of fun with the game, learning the game. I don't take it too serious, but anytime I get a chance to add some knowledge, playing with Markstrom and getting a little better, we have fun with it. But basically, I just kind of like you, just try to put on a positive, entertaining show where people come. And I always say if their smile is like a half a millimeter bigger when the show's over, then, you know, our job's done. So
that's where it's at, man. Right there with you.
Well, cool,
All right,
man.
dude.
Well, thanks so
Cheers.
much. Yeah, I'll talk to you soon.
Likewise, and anytime, man. It was a pleasure.
Let's do it, man.
Later, dude. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.